Hello. Let's turn on captions and do all the starting the stream things. I hope everybody's doing well today. Good afternoon, good evening. I'm gonna guess not good morning because there are very few places left where it is morning. It is currently morning for me, however. So if you are in my time zone or further west, good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody is doing well. We are going to be playing some ladder today, which is going to be a lot of fun. Very excited. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I just need to check a couple of last minute things here, and we'll be good to go. I do just want to say, Happy Easter from where I'm at. Happy Easter. That's right. There's a religious holiday happening right now. I am so out of it. Everything being virtual has just meant that days don't mean anything. So I had completely forgotten. Happy Easter. Yeah. From where you are, it's Easter already. Wow. Okay. All right. So it's after midnight where you are? That's incredible. Pretty much. All right. All right. Good enough. Oh, I was a real adult last night and decided I wanted pancakes for dinner. And so I went to the store and I bought 2 pounds of chocolate chips, some pancake mix, and some bacon. And I made chocolate chip pancakes for dinner last night. So clearly, I'm living my best life. And you all should be doing much the same. Highly recommend. The problem is that when you're making pancakes and you live alone, you have to use an integer number of eggs to make pancakes, which means that there is a minimum number of pancakes that you have to make. So I ate way too many chocolate chip pancakes last night for dinner, and I regret none of it. So that's how my Friday night went. I hope yours was similarly good, given that it was Good Friday. That's a pun. It's a pun for the religious folks out there. Okay. Well, yeah. So we're just sort of looking around for a ladder match. I made a lobby in the Westnoth multiplayer main lobby. So I made a game, and I'm just waiting for someone to join, and I'll sort of ping some people around on the ladder Discord to see if I can't get a game. The problem is that the last person who posted looking for a game on the ladder Discord was like not yet 10 minutes ago. And that would be fine, except that this player has an ELO of nearly 2,200. And I have an ELO of 1,400. So I don't particularly want to play someone quite that good, Because it wouldn't be... I wouldn't learn a whole lot, and I have no chance of winning. I don't really feel like playing a game I have no chance of winning. Yeah. It looks like there might be one. Who are you? Perfect. Let's join this person's. And I should switch OBS scenes. In a game now, though, so I'll be watching. Maybe start of the game before heading out. Yeah, no worries. Glad to see you in chat. let's switch. How does this work? How do I stream? That's how I stream. And I don't need that anymore. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Well, I guess we're going. Case of the Basilisk. Okay. Been on here a couple of times. This isn't Cave of the... That's the first map on the map pool list. This is... I don't remember which map this is, I'm gonna be honest. This is either the Crossing or the Delta. Not important. Point is, we are a chaotic faction. So we want to get that first night rush. And we want to grab some villages here. So our leader can grab that one. This village is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away. Wolf Riders move 8, so that's sort of perfect. Why don't we do that? This village is Control J. Oh, that'll give me freelance. Thank you. Check map objectives and scenario. I didn't realize that the scenario name was a part of that. I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That sounds like an assassin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's anybody. Okay. All right. Anybody except for a troll whelp, that is. We'll go Orc Grunt there. We get a quick one? We got a quick assassin. Nice. Those are really easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 6 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with an archer to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get a grunt. And another wolf. So we've got a wolf on wolf flanks. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Oh, look at that. Not quite sure if I want to rush that village or go this one first so that I've got more of a cohesive group going down there. I think I want to go for the cohesive grouping, and then we can go down left side. So I really quickly looked up our opponent in ladder, because you can do that, and I like to know a little bit about who I'm going to play. And we are playing someone who's got a current ranking of 1465. They've played 9 games of ladder, so it looks like they are, like us, a newer player, similar skill level, all of that good stuff. Okay. That was a nice turn, because we didn't actually have to do anything. We still don't know anything. maybe there was a way in which I could have scouted with that wolf. No, I don't think so. I think that was the edge of his movement, so there wasn't really anything else to do here. I can either grab a spearman, a goblin spearman, or I can bank for a couple of turns. If I wait, 26 gold gets me 2 wolf riders. Sorry, 2 orcish grunts, or a grunt and an archer. I think we wait. I think we don't recruit right now. I think we wait with our gold, and we'll go from there next turn. Yeah, I think that's good. Pretty easy turn there. Turn 2 does seem sort of like an easy turn most of the time because you've recruited everybody on turn 1. That took some time to figure out who you're recruiting and where. And then turn 2, they just move to grab all the villages. Let's check our stats here. So we've got an intelligent quick on that wolf, quick intelligent on the archer. Quick and intelligent on the archer seems pretty good. Quick and strong. That's going to be a good fighter. Strong and resilient, quick and intelligent, resilient and strong. I'm liking the makeup of this here. Well, let's grab this village. Let's see what we can see here. Okay, we have drakes. We have drakes. And they're pretty heavy left side. Interesting. I don't see anyone else. And that village is untaken, so I think I want to threaten right side here. So let's try and do a little shifty shift. Get another grunt. And an archer. I'm going to send this archer over this way, I think, just to hold off whatever's happening over here. He's got a number of Saurians, so he might try. So they might try an attack in the evening. But I can continue rotating with the quick one over this way. Leave the strong one to help fight out over there. I think I like that. Let's get a little bit more information. And then we can come back. Now our opponent didn't capture all of the villages. That's clear, right? Because this one's still here and they've got a spare unit over there. So that's a point in our favor for sure. Oh, while we're hanging out, I do want to test something. Because I played around a little bit with some things that I can do with sound alerts. So let's see if this works. Okay, perfect. It does work. And it pops up right down there. Cool. That's a little bit high. That is a little bit... I want to change where that is just slightly. Let's try down there instead. That's perfect. That's perfect. Love it. So that's there. That's an option now. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so we got some movement in through the passageway there. Glider's going to scout out. So there's probably a second one coming over this way. Yeah, okay, so we've got a fighter, clasher, and a skirmisher. And now there's not a lot happening over here. I'm just going to come down here and just see what happens. See if I can convince him that he needs to not shift everybody over right side. Blade is not great. That's the problem, is that all of my units are blade. Now, the archers having pierce is going to be quite good. So glad to have that coming down. But assassins are not going to be great, because marksman's not really important as long as I can get them off of villages and onto normal ground, because they just don't have good defense. So I think archers are going to be good. Goblin spearmen, honestly, are going to be reasonable. Although he's pretty heavy on Saurians for Drakes, because he's split 50-50 right now. I think the grunts are reasonable there. Yeah, Blade is actually fine and Pierce is not. So I don't think we necessarily need to recruit specifically against the Saurians. Because just having grunts as we need to have is going to make that happen. Okay. I have to figure out what to recruit. So we don't want assassins or wolf riders. Those aren't great. Is there a place for a Naga on this map? I don't think so. Which means I'm back at grunts, archers, or spearmen. 18 gold is 2 spearmen. Sure. And that prevents sort of upkeep drain. And they're pretty reasonable against drakes. Yeah, I'm fine with that. My chat was not updating at all. There we go. Gabo's really excited with this match. Seems fun. Yeah, I'm excited too. This should be a good time. Also, a little lower stakes than a tournament, which is nice too. Good morning, extrapolation. Bright and early, couple minutes before noon, and he abandoned the village. Cool. Well, I mean, we'll take it. We will, in fact, just take that village. Resilient and strong seems pretty good. If he's going to just give it to us without a fight, that's fine. That tells me that our opponent is a little bit reactive, a little overly so. I don't want to take that village because it's too easy. There are too many units nearby. That's going to be a bad time for me. Let's set up a zone of control so that he can't get pinched. Something like that, I think. And this. And I think no one can get pinched. Everyone can run away. Yeah. So he's got most of his drakes on the right side and most of his saurians on the left side. Can't hear any music or anything. I love OBS. That's so good. Now the question is it just quiet or is it non-existent? Let me try bumping this volume way up. Can you hear anything now? Non-existent. Love it. Love to see it. I don't know why. I don't know why this happens. Still nothing, huh? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. All right, we'll deal with that when it's not my turn. Let's just get some backup over here. We'll keep this grunt sort of in a shifty position, able to move around a little bit. Gonna split my spearmen one each way. $18, huh? I feel the need for more meat shields. I think we just go back to the bread and butter of orcs and get another grunt, and then next turn we'll grab another archer. I don't know that I need to move here. Gonna be honest. I'm pretty comfortable with all of this. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, let's figure out why the heck I don't have music. Just real quick, reinstall some audio drivers. Hmm. You might lose Mike on this for just a second. All right. Let's see if that did anything at all. Turn my music back on. Any change? Nope. Sure, no change there. Okay, well, you can hear me, and I can hear the music, and OBS is being a butt. I'll have to figure that out later. Let's get back to the game. Lucky there. I mean, we just defend this village, right? There's no need to do anything fancy here. We're racking up a monetary advantage the longer we sit here. Yeah, we might as well just keep sitting. There's no real reason for us to push. We have the advantage right now. We can't really take this safely. We might be able to pressure that, or we might have been able to pressure that. I don't think we can anymore. Let's do another pair. Grunton and Archer. And we'll start pushing left side a little bit. Yeah, I don't see the need to engage here. No change, but we can just open a different guy. Thanks for hanging out, computer player. I hope your match went well. Call it there. Ooh, that's not great. So I'm gonna do one last thing in sound settings and see if and then we'll leave it alone. No, okay. All right, well, I'll have to play around with that some other time. Okay, well, fine. Imagine that there's really cool music going on right now. And now we get to pull back. It's a good amount of gold we managed to steal from that village. Those folks are just sort of hanging out. Until I get pressured here, I think I'm fine staying. And actually, in that case, I'm going to stop the music so that it doesn't show up in chat. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Turn this back on. Luckily, I'm paying enough attention to not accidentally just surrender. Let's see, I've got 3 grunts over here. I think I want another archer on the right side. And we'll call it there. I don't like that. Okay. Oh. Sure, we'll just hit 230%. That's... Yep. So that was a little unlucky. Attacking us with chaotic units at dawn. It's a choice. Alright, well now we need to make something happen. Or just give ground, I think. Yeah, I think we give ground. Try and draw them out of position a little bit. Over here, I kind of want to make something happen. Because we're going to hit is the thing. But we would need everyone. I think we can make that happen, and then we... Yeah, no, that works. So we start with this. Well, that's not... Really? On a 70%? Yeah, you know, I don't like this anymore. As it turns out. We would be taking massive amounts of damage to kill him. Let's get another archer. And prepare for retribution. Sure. That was not great. Okay. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. God. You're getting decimated on the right side here. Wow. Can't hit anything. I mean, if he's going to shift over, I'm going to counter push. I have units over here. It's afternoon. I'm going to threaten your villages. That's just how this is going to work. Let's go with some goblins. Oh, the augurs heal. I forgot about that. Yikes. Yep. Yep. Our opponent's being very good about experience management. Like, this is not great. True neutral, Eve Genius. Hello. Happy Saturday. I think you may have come in time to watch us lose this game. Or at least lose our right flank. Our left flank's looking pretty solid. But our right flank is not holding very well. Yeah, we are outnumbered on the right flank heavily. Yeah, that's really not good. So we've lost the right flank. But we're going to cause some serious damage on the left flank. Right now, we're behind. We are definitely behind here. But we're about to see a time of day shift. Good. 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 Holy shit. Holy shit. Yep, just lock us in place. Yep. Hey. Hey, just what do you think you're doing up there, huh? The only saving grace is that they are easier to hit than we are. Doesn't seem like much of a saving grace, though. Damn. All right, let's just take their villages. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. the closest to us getting out of there, I suppose. I think I just need to recruit instead of using my leader. They're this close. Maybe a Troll Whelp is useful. That's doing impact damage. Impact is not great against drakes. Let's not do that. I assume that's blade damage, yep. Just grab another spearman, I suppose. Yeah, we'll go with another spearman here. We want to get healed at least one more turn with our Wolf Rider there. I just don't want to get surrounded. Sure. Because we're going to have a time of day shift here. Oh, fuck. Holy crap. Oh yeah, duh. And that's a level up. You piece of shit. Alright, what damage can we do down here? That archer is just one hex too far away to be useful. Wow, I am just not hitting anything. No, that's not what I wanted at all. This is just bullshit. Well, I wasn't exactly hoping for that, but I'll take it. Oh boy. We're gonna need to seriously recover from this. Just wanted to ask why don't you have accelerated speed on? Mostly it's just so that I don't miss anything on my opponent's turn with movement. If I'm playing campaign, my accelerated speed is like 4x, but against a human player, I want to make sure that I'm not missing, especially when units move in and out of Fog of War. So I keep the speed down. Okay, we do get to keep him. Interesting. Rude. Hey, very rude. I feel like I may have overstayed my welcome, and you're telling me I should leave. What's my favorite faction? Northerners? It's not Northerners. Um, I'm not sure. It might be Undead, which is, I know, a hot take, but I've enjoyed playing as them in the past. Well, since you can't get out, you can't really get in. Take a bunch of villages and just be annoying. Love to miss all of my attacks. It's my favorite thing in the world. I sense a cool. Ah. Galifax is not wrong. Just funny. I'll take it. Can't be good at the game, but I can be funny. Stole some income. Should be asleep, but this match is too spicy. This match is weird, is what it is, because I control most of the villages, but I'm definitely losing. Right? Definitely. Holy shit, am I losing? Rude would be my other guess. Yeah, that sounds about right. I can't cheese a leader kill here. That's just not going to happen. Although if there's any faction to do it against, it's definitely Drake's, because if you can get enough units on them, their low defense makes it really swingy. So it's really possible to do a big swing like that. Now, I do have 60 gold to work with, which is pretty darn good. Wrong chat, yeah. I just have to keep chasing this guy down. Fucking finally. All right. Let's attempt to GTFO. I don't have a great intuitive sense of how Zone of Control works just yet, so that does what I want it to, right? Yeah, okay. Nice. Fade for me is Undead too. Lots of quirky units. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, I'm really struggling with what to recruit. Because I need body blockers, but then archers are the ones that are any good with dealing with the clashers. Spearmen are pretty darn reasonable, but they have no hit points. $63 gold, huh? So 6 grunts is 62 gold. It's a lot of units. They're not the most useful, but it just puts a lot of bodies back on the field for us. Alternatively, Fandalgon's really cool, but I'm still not good at playing them. I mean, that's how I feel about all of the factions. Is they're really cool, but I don't know how to play most of them. So a grunt and a spearman is 21 gold. Times 3 is 63. What am I doing wrong in math here? Hello. Hi, Tyrol. Recruiting some assassins. I'm not a fan of assassins here. Their attacks are all blade. Marksman is nice, but I don't need marksman against drakes because they're so easy to hit anyway. Yes, this is live. This is not a tournament game. There's no delay here. We're actually doing this. Oh, 36 times 2 is not 62. It's 72. I can't get 6 grunts. I was trying to figure out how that math worked out. Poison is good, but again, not as good against drakes because they have just such a high hit point pool already. I am playing Arpus, just someone I found on looking for a game on ladder. 14 and 9 is 23. I want some archers, I think. So let's grab an archer. Because what do I have left for archers? Just the one? That's not enough. So 1, 2, down to 37. This would put me down to 23. And then I could do a grunt and a spearman. Sure. Can't stay too long because I got a bunch of homework to do. That's a big mood. Maybe an hour max. I mean, that's fair. Hey! Zeragis. Zur. I'm going to call you Zur, unless you have a better way for me to pronounce that. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. I think that's good for now. At least it's the best we can do. Zeraj? Ah, okay, cool. Then I will call you Zeraj. Welcome. No bueno. So we should gain 16 gold on our turn, putting us to 18 total, which is 2 more spearmen. Yeah, we need to get out of there. God, gliders, holy cow. The amount they can see, the amount they can move is just ridiculous. Am I planning to rush? Well, it's turn 13, so we tried that and it sort of didn't work. It also sort of did work? It's a little unclear. Yeah, they are scary good scouts. It's the message at the bottom of the screen. That's just my goal for followers, trying to get to 100 followers. Or do you mean the closed captions? Because I have closed captions on. Yeah. So you can turn that on and off. Yeah. There's closed captioning on there so that folks can, if they can't listen to the stream, they can just read along. It sure did look like there weren't many units on the board because they all died. We've lost 139 gold worth of units this game. It's been a fun time. It's been a very fun time. Okay, we got Delay Shroud. Okay. I think that should work. Although that archer is probably not long for this world. Usually if you were that far behind in gold, they're knocking at your gates. Yeah, the thing is we had better village control. We managed to take more villages from them over the course of most of the game, which has meant that it's been a little bit more even than not. But no, it's definitely, there's also just a lot of units hiding out in here that you can't see right now that are going to kill us. Oh, actually, no, fucking go here. And I'll put a grunt there instead. I think the goal is to try and trap one of them this turn on the left side. Or not this turn, but this day. That doesn't help anyone. Go there. You're ahead of gold in the beginning. Yeah, I was. I managed to, in the first night, he retreated from over here, and I just held this village with no consequence. Yeah, and then when he completely broke my right flank and killed most of my units, I did a counter attack during the day on this side and took 3 villages for a couple of turns. So I've lost a lot of units, but I'm somehow still in the game because of villages. I think I want another grunt. Just more fleshy bodies to absorb blows. Just making sure there's no one knocking on my gates here. Okay. Yeah, this has been an interesting game. Uh-huh. What do you think about Dune Folk? I haven't played Dune Folk in a long time, so I don't have a good good sense of them. This is latter era, so Dune Folk I don't think exist in the latter era. I could be wrong about that though. Dune Folk are cool. They are very cool. Outlaws are also a fun faction. Yeah, there's a lot of really good factions out there. Let's get just a little bit closer here. It's afternoon. If he wants to take that village, I think I'm going to let him. Is that what I'm going to do? let's try and figure this out. If we do that, that, and that. There's a skirmisher that's a little bit of a butt, but we can sort of solve that by doing this. Intelligent, quick, quick, strong, strong, intelligent. Let's try switching that. Because strong gives a little bit more, gives one more hit point. And it looks like most of the attackers are going to be melee. And that just gives us a little bit better strike backs. And we can reposition over here a little bit. And then I think I'm just going to try and throw some goblins at our opponent here. I think I like how that is working out here. One thing I do want to make sure I just keep in mind is what's going on over here. Looks like just the one right now. Yeah, okay. I think I'm happy with that. Let's give myself some options with my leader as well. Just got a little, oh yeah, that would have been good. Just move this spearman down a couple of squares, just to see. I thought about moving the wolf also, because the wolf could have gotten pretty far over here and used the great sightline on them as well. But I just, with this massive troops over here, I wanted to just have all of the options available to me. Now we know that there's a level 2 augur sitting somewhere in the fog. Last seen down here. So it could just be moving slow, and it is actually over here, or it could be somewhere else. Okay, he's gonna not do a whole lot. He's gonna put the pressure on us to make something happen. And there's the Soothsayer. Okay, so that is a chunk of people. We'll move our line down to the village, I think, and stay there until nightfall. The problem is Drakes can retreat a lot. Drakes can retreat faster than we can follow them. Which means we almost need to try and make something happen on the other side. But we're a little bit too late to make that happen. I don't know how to whisper. I have to look up a command. Okay. I really hope this is how the syntax works for this. Ah, no, it's okay. Slash message. Oh, yeah. There we go. We figured it out, folks. Yeah, there's a large grouping there. That I think we might just throw some spearmen at and just watch what happens. We'll start by pushing down a little bit here. We got a lot of folks in right now. All right, let's go see what we can do over here. If he has full rotated, that leaves me the opportunity to take some villages on this side. He has not full rotated. He is still there. But maybe I could take this one, for instance, or something. Let's go for that. Yeah, okay. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to keep track of here. I don't know what you think you're trying to do here. What's going on here? Are we splitting? Are we rotating to center? A rotate to center would be pretty smart here. Because it's going to take me a while, because I'm all the way over here. It's going to take me several turns to traverse back around this side of the mountain range. Although I could just not defend and push on the left side with my huge army. I can't do a lot of damage, but I can do some. No, I can't do much. There's very little damage I can do now. This is the problem with playing against Drakes. Especially when I'm behind so much. Yeah, the night is coming. That's true. And apparently so is his leader? It certainly feels like he's pushing. I'm not sure I can call it a rush on turn 17, but it certainly feels like he's pushing. I get exactly one attack off this turn. I feel like continuing my push on the left side, because that, I mean, I can sweep behind them if they push, take all their villages, and sort of trap them between a large force and my recruits. Let's get a little bit more information. I am confused. Which might be exactly what he wants, is just to confuse me. If so, mission accomplished. Skirmishers are annoying. Probably gives them this village. If they want to push that, I think I let them. And I'm gonna push over here instead. Yeah. I'm just confused. I'm just confused. Let's see. Blade is good against Saurians. So is Fire. I think I'm just gonna get another Archer here. Let's get a grunt. Let's get a grunt and a spearman. And try and figure out what's going on here. Okay. So I'm going to lose that wolf. What is he doing?
Oh, wow.
Now all I have to do is make sure he can't get back. Use this force to cut him off from the rear, take his villages, and just outlast him. I think this was a good decision. I just have to not absolutely die in the center here, and then I just cut him off. Which means we have to play smart. because it's going to be very hard to reinforce this group. Oh, he's just going for it. Wow. I mean, fuck it. Take your villages. And cut you off. Ah! What? Come on. Okay. I just need to not die from this side. So let's try just try not dying. Let's just try not dying. How does that sound, chat? What if we just try to not die? I think it could work. I think it could work. If we just don't die. Sounds easy to you? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Just sort of, just casually, we'll just try to not die. That's sort of less than ideal, as it were. Hello? Hello? What? You wanted me to leader kill you? No, okay. You had enough people there that that wasn't going to happen. Got it. And that skirmisher comes around and finishes him off. Fair. Fair enough. Yep. Down 100 gold worth of units. Got it. Got it. Yep. Excuse me. Well, that's not great. We can get pinched. We may have fucked up a little bit. We may have fucked up. I thought we were safe. But when you kill all of the units that actually have a zone of control and you're left with just level zeros, it turns out they can just pinch you. The question is he going to? Because to do it, he has to use the Soothsayer. It's the only unit left that can move. And I can pretty easily kill this fighter and get out. Like, it's not bad. That's 60% for a Soothsayer. Yeah, yep. But because it's night, he didn't use the curse. He went for the staff instead. And it's dawn now. Okay. Okay, we've got a couple of chances here. Most of them revolve around killing this fighter. So let's start with that. Skirmishers are a huge problem right now, though. Okay. That whole thing where I had to live, turns out that's a little bit harder than I had initially thought. Does this stop? That on its own stops everyone who's not a skirmisher. And then I just need to, I can't stop them both. Seven movement, huh? The problem lies in there being able to just go 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get 2 Goblin Spearmen right here and right here, and then their northward path is cut off. And maybe I just run up there? Recruiting on the troll's place and moving the troll forward? I'm not sure how that helps me. Because it's the skirmisher who can move everywhere that is the problem. Like, zone of control doesn't matter. If I do spearman, spearman. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. I think they can still get me, no matter where I go. But I think that's my best bet. Most I can recruit is 2 units. I can't kill them. I could maybe kill the Soothsayer, but probably not. And that doesn't actually help me. I think we're going to go Spearman, Spearman. It severely limits. This second one can't get to me. If I do this. Nope. This. No, I need to go here. And then the second one can't get to me. The first one still can. And I put myself on a worse defense. But I save myself from one attack. And I save myself from the stronger attack. 4-4, 60%, needs to hit 3 to win. I just don't have another option, right? You can kill the goblins. Yeah. Like, that's a really good point. If he kills the goblins, then the skirmishers get in anyway. And it doesn't matter where I am. There's always going to be 2 attacks. So I might as well stay on good defense. And try and survive that way. But this might be it. There's always RNG. There is always RNG. That is correct. He's just going straight for it. And that's it. Man! Oh! That's so disappointing. That is disappointing. That was close, actually. It was close. What does the ladder mean? So ladder is a sort of competitive way of playing multiplayer. And you can check them out there. But basically, it gives a ranking for players and a way to compare against each other in using a ELO ranking system. So if I just, let's see. So this is the ladder standings for Westnoth. You might notice some names from chat in here. I am right down here, rank 63 out of 71. Yeah, it's definitely just for fun, just organized by the community. But yeah, that is ladder. I did a tournament with the ladder ranking system. I was involved with that earlier this year, February and March, mostly. And so now I'm trying to get a little bit better before the next tournament because I did not perform very well. Which is to be expected when it's your first time playing competitive multiplayer. So we have some learning to do, but good game. Now, I want to step through a couple of recent replays because I played a game last night that I think would be fun to take a look at. Spoiler alert, I also lost that one. But I want to jump right to the end of that one. Just in because there's the last turn was kind of interesting. Let me make sure that's in my saves folder and all the good stuff. All right, that's where that needs to be. Go back to OBS. Whoop. Jump back over here. All right, so I am playing against elves. This is not me. This is my opponent, Stony Drew. Oh, point of view. Full map. I am loyalists. Things go poorly for me, as a spoiler. But we'll just zoom through this, mostly because I want to see that last turn. I feel like I did the reasonable job, like at grabbing villages. I felt good about my first couple of turns, but I wasn't sure how to counter elves as loyalists, especially with so many fighters. Like the scouts, obviously I get spearmen against, but the fighters it's hard because they have reasonable bows and reasonable defense, as you see there. So I just relied pretty heavily on spearmen here. And it kind of worked. But I wasn't able to get kills when I needed to, and my opponent was able to get kills. Like, see, I outnumber here 4-3, and yet I am very clearly taking the worst of this encounter. Because he's got good terrain. So I didn't realize how dependent elves were on terrain. And so as soon as I started to realize that with this failed encounter, I was like, okay, well, he's on flat ground over here. Let's refocus, get some kills, try and win this thing. And first strike, doing some serious damage there. So in general, I was feeling pretty good about having spearmen, but it just didn't quite come together. I got a mage, because daytime mages are great. We get a quick focus of the experience on our bowman there. And I just miss every single attack. And the elves are just able to bow me out. Brought his leader out in a safe way. Can't finish this battle off, unfortunately. Mage hitting 1 out of 3. I just had some poor rolls at moments when I needed to not. So now what I'm seeing is his leader's down here. All of his units are down here. I'm going to try and sneak out a couple of his villages. Take control of that. He does manage to get that. I want to save this mage and also try and get this level up. So I commit a lot of resources to this fight because I want to get that level up. Mage hits 0 out of 3. But I do get the level up. Oh, I guess I don't. I almost get the level up. I need to attack a level 2 unit to get the full level up. But he's seen me. He knows what's happening, so he's pulling back to get some more recruits and save his villages. I go somewhere where I'm not going to die. But all of my units are, or most of my units are very heavily injured. Which means that it's very difficult for me to do really anything at this point. And he's able to sweep down, kill the mage. Kill the horseman. And I'm not using a quick spearman to go for villages, so that sort of hoses me as well. I do get the level up, like I said. But I'm very out of position. He's stealing villages. He's back. He knows that I'm there. He's got a bunch of gold in his recruiting. I get to distract him a little bit because I get to take that village. Take the kill there. Reposition some units that need to heal. And get supremely unlucky. Well, just normal unlucky, not supremely unlucky. I get unlucky with my leader attacks there. And I can't get any real damage on that fighter. But at this point, I have been behind 2 or 3 villages for most of the game. And I've lost more units than he has. Like, this is not... I can tell this is not going well. And he hits all of his bow strikes. Yeah, it could be worse. Like, we made it to turn 14. And I forced him to be back here and not able to push me immediately. I'm recapturing some of my villages. I've got a level 2 unit. Some things are happening. It's daytime. I am outnumbered, and I'm not hitting my attacks, but it could be worse, like you were saying. First strike is very good, but yeah, I'm getting attritioned. And his scouts are able to just clean up the villages that I took back because I don't have the units to really push them. I forgot to attack with that spearman that turn. But there wasn't really much he could have done anyway. Now we're getting somewhere interesting. We might get a red mage out of this. That's what I'm thinking at this point. And then that happens. Horse hit all of his attacks. And I'm at 9. No units left. And there's a scout right there. So that doesn't feel great. I mean, he does what he's supposed to do. I'm at 9. He's hit twice. He hits once. Somehow I'm still alive. But I'm in a really bad spot with that. But he killed himself. Put me within 4 experience of leveling up and getting the level 2 mage, which would be super powerful. The more I watch him play this game, the more I feel like the stats are listed just to troll the player. Yep, that feels about right. So let's talk, because I surrender this turn. I feel very poorly. Most of the expended resources attacking elves at night on good terrain, so you're in a worse position when day. Yeah, yep. I think you're right. I almost didn't surrender this turn, so we'll play this out, right? Because here's the fighter. If I can level up, we're in a good place. He's at 12. Let's see. What is... I just want to check. Maybe I did something wrong here. No, so 6-3. If I hit twice, then that's not good. And I really wanted to try and get that experience. So I need to hit twice with my missile before he hits twice with his bow. Which, you know, he's got a 40% chance to hit, and I've got a 70% chance to hit. So it feels like that's fine. He calls GG. There's a little bit of miscommunication there. I'm not quite ready to call it at this point. Hit the first, he hits the first. Miss the second, he hits the second. So he hits 2 in a row on 40%, and I can't hit 2 in a row on 70%. He gets to level up his fighter into a hero. I've lost my mage. I have 3 out of 14 villages. I call it here. Had I gotten the mage, though, I think there was a chance. I think there was a world in which that works. Right? Because we get the mage. This unit isn't there anymore. Cavalryman takes the village. We have no gold. We run back here. 2 spearmen on the scout. You know, something might have happened. But we lost that roll. We lost that coin. It wasn't a coin flip. We had like a 78% chance of that working in our favor. So, anyway, that was all I wanted to show you from that game. Also, hello, Jam and Toast. Welcome. Welcome. And now let's see if the game we just finished is posted to the replay server. And I'll go through the observer chat for that to see if we have things to learn from that. Okay. I'm mostly doing this just for the chat. Go ahead now. That's super fair. Thanks for hanging out, computer player. Appreciate seeing you here. We'll be finishing up the stream relatively quickly here. And then I have a bunch of homework I need to be doing. Yikes. Oh, there we go. That's where it all is. Oh, we missed a lot. Well, let's see what we can see here. Smart not taking 14-17, but Drake's needed units to counter play on right. Yeah, so that was me deciding not to take this village earlier in the game. Let's go back to the beginning and go through this and get a little bit better. Check chat log every turn. Oh, no animation. So right now nothing's happened, and we know what the first comment is. So here we are. We have two villages we can take. This one and this one. I decided to take this one and not that one. No one has commented yet. So I take that village. I don't take that village. Oh, I should play this whole side turn. Yeah. So smart not taking this one. Drakes need units on the right side to retake this. They have a bunch there. So I wasn't convinced that he was going to... I suppose if I'd pressured here... Gotta go. Glad I found a stream playing rest. I'll see you next time. Good night, Ziraj. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, before everyone takes off, we have a Discord server. If you want to hang out there, we chat about Westnoth and other strategy games, and I will notify the Discord when I go live, which is sometimes easier to keep track of than a Twitch notification. So that's just another way to keep involved with the community. No pressure to do that if that's not your thing, though. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, so I could have pressured. Seeing what I can see now. But I was happy to just sit and rack up a gold advantage. So let's finish off this turn. That happens. Making use of the chaotic units. Now let's see about the 14-17 gambit, because I think it's okay to take it now. So, yeah, Drakes are definitely making use of chaotic units. I didn't see it, is the short answer. So that might have looked like Grunt on the village, Wolf Rider in the forest, Archer in the top forest. Spearman in the castle backing them up. And just take another bit of income away from them. He's only got 2 loyal units. It's turning into day. We're sort of on an even playing field. And then I just need to be able to retreat out of that. After a turn, basically. I suppose. It's a little bit of a riskier play than and I feel like I wouldn't know when to back out or how to back out. That's my biggest problem, I think, right now, is not knowing how to retreat effectively. So, fair play, fair play. So I don't see that. Instead, I do what I feel is a pretty good setup for this retreat, We're on a 70% defense tile here. He can get 2 units, so he can get a total of 8 attacks on us. He needs to hit 2 of these or 3 of those. And he's got a 30% chance to hit. And of course, my luck being my luck, he does it with the first one. So we lose the assassin. That doesn't feel great. He's pulling back, which is more orthodox and safer. I'm just crazy. Okay, cool. Because if you do that play, you have to take out the clasher or the fighter. Yeah, I wasn't really excited about that. And when you say clasher or fighter, you must be talking about on this side. Yeah. Because you have to keep them committed on this side in order for this to work. Because if I pull back here and push in here, he just circles back around. So I'd have to stay committed on this side to take that village. And I wasn't prepared to do that. This felt like a really good retreat on my part. Let's play the turn. Play the turn. Lots of clashers. Makes it hurt more when they die. Yeah, so clashers are expensive units, but they're very good. So getting them killed is important, but difficult. That's not it. I wanted that one. Clashers are good in this matchup, good holders, but the problem is they are slower than fighters, right? So the main advantage of Drakes being their movement. Too many, though, and you run the risk of being outmaneuvered. Exactly. And I kind of was able to do that early on. 5th one. So basically, it's 2 grunts equals 1 clasher, almost in terms of cost. Yep. Staying at day versus Drakes. Wonder if Goblin tactics work with a lot of clashers. Yeah, so maybe this retreat could have been done better in the previous turn. Instead of staying here, we should have gone all the way back. I buy that. And then I don't get out of there. And that sort of, by sticking around, we lose our right side. That cost us a lot of units. Needed to kill that to level the unit. Yeah. This one is really bad. Yeah, it is. Leave some counterplay in the left. Not sure it'll be enough. You should have abandoned the archer to die once it missed everything. Yeah, you miss all your attacks. You're sort of on your own. Bad things happen over there. What does chat think now? Orc Way of Life. Drake went all right. Yeah, wow. And levels his clasher. Maybe leader kill. Not a good idea. Resistances. We get to jump in. Versus trolls, they do better. I don't think the orc will recruit many trolls. Yeah, I'm not going to recruit many trolls. I wonder if Drake's forces being mostly lawful will prevail on the right. Barring RNG. If he had taken his leader with the attack, it might work. He'll have to run with the leader eventually. I think orc should go for the leader kill. He went back to recruit one more Saurian. Here. So you think I should go for the leader kill here. Let's see if you still think that after this turn. Killed that clasher with the archer. All right. Let's go through this a couple moves at a time here. Whoa, all right. Let's see what that's about. Drakes can win since Orc did not recruit. Ah, the woe is I didn't recruit. Yeah, because all I have are a bunch of goblins here. Like, easily these 4 kill these 4. And then I'm in a really bad place. Let's go through a couple moves here. But he retreats instead. How does chat feel about that? I haven't said anything yet. Should not retreat. He had 2 augurs and could kill the grunting goblin and even the other. Yeah. Could have killed all of those there. He's retreating to try and save the leader, maybe. Which I think is not the right play, because I'm clearly outmatched down there also. Yeah, spooked by the Thrasher kill. Absolutely. The leader stayed right there. So what makes games of this ELO exciting? Leader won't die. Yeah, no, I couldn't kill the leader there. There was no way to get, if that archer could get in there, maybe we could do a shimmy and get 3 attacks on the leader. But it just didn't happen. It wasn't there. Yeah, retreating on the right was not a good play. That gave me time to recover. Yep, chat is convinced about that, which I totally agree with. So who is winning? That's a darn good question at this point of the game. Because I have most of the villages, but have lost so many units. That is a hard question to answer. Orc also didn't make decisive progress. True. Drakes are far ahead right now. Just jump ahead. Now it's apparent why retreat was not good. I lost the village on the left still and doesn't have the orc to compensate. Yep. Or could have exchanged favorably there. I'm going to assume you meant something about in that combat here. Orc just suicided to the Clasher under leadership. Okay, so maybe I should have looked at that fight a little bit closer. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see who's ahead and who's behind at this point. Finally made that kill, yep. Oh, we're on page 2 now. Drake's has a tendency to make weird plays. From what I've seen, Chekhov has better strategy sense, but worse tactics. Yep, that's absolutely correct. My tactics are trash, but I have a good sense of strategy. Ten villages, which is, you know, Delta 2. And very little upkeep with all the dead guys. True, true, true. Tempo's on the orc side, though. For right now, it definitely is. These streams, it takes a little longer. Yep. Yeah, I take a little longer, and I think I was dealing with audio issues at this point, so that's why that took some time. Stream sniping, yeah. Galifax, thanks for putting my link in there. I appreciate that. Jake should go for fighters. Maybe. Yeah, only default Twitch delay. Yep, that happened. This lasts for a while. Oh, here we go. Equal on finance, more losses on orc, but more recruited. It's not only about that, it's about momentum, and that is with the Drakes. Yep, I definitely agree. Drake reclaims all of his villages and even has an extra one. Too many archers. 1 to 2 archers is more than enough. Interesting. Relying on archers is dubious, even default, not to say ladder. Grunts or gobos. Okay. Gobos are dubious too. They have damage and no upkeep. Possibly suicide tactics, so it's subtle. Okay, so these folks think I'm relying too much on archers. This particular turn, 2 archers, 3 there. Should have just relied on more grunts, maybe? I can see that. It's just the blade resistance on the clashers was really annoying. Blade resistance on everybody. So I was trying to find something to counter the blade resistance. Goblins for a night attack, yep. No other race can divide and conquer as well as drakes, which tells why goblins are mostly useless. Sure, because they're so easy to be outmaneuvered with 5 or 4 movement. I buy that. A3 damage for 9 gold. Yeah, so it looks like chat has a little bit of disagreement over whether goblins are good in this situation or bad. I leaned into them, and I think I agree with that. It's hard, though, because he has a good mix of Saurians, so I also wanted just grunts for blade attacks. So we're getting close to the end here. What do you think about planning mode? It's for people, but not for me. Greater utility in co-op. Yeah, I use planning mode sparingly. Sometimes, but not often. You can pre-move recruits in planning mode for low timer situations. Interesting. Oh, you can use planning mode on your opponent's turn. Oh, that's actually excellent news. That's good to know, because I don't think I knew that. I wanted Orc to put an Orc there for bait. Here, you think? I don't know about that. Not attacking. Probably run as far as I can. The one clasher is not safe. Not bad for now. Orcs can't attack. Correct. He will retreat further. This goes long, though. Chekhov has the advantage. He brought 6. I'm not sure what BOS is. Too much. Do the goblin spam. Excellent goblins. They won't distribute action in time. Goblins become stronger if you manage level 1. I'm not going to have that happen. Into a rouser. 7-3 with leadership. Fair enough. I don't advance as far as I should have. That's clear at this point. I should have pushed all the way forward. Page 3. Goblins need 2 less experience than WC. Not sure what WC is. But a clever Drake doesn't let that happen. Yep, absolutely. Divide and conquer. Not seeing to divide anything at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Single wing. That looks crafty. Maybe he doesn't really rush center. Just threaten to break the rush. Orcs can reach stuff now. Yeah, nothing killable, exactly. And there will be retaliation, beefy Saurians, blah, blah, blah. What did folks think about how I did this? Can't set up a proper attack because goblins are too slow. Sure. Too late for orcish attack because of time of day. Yep. Drake might run wild of the day. Losing how many units he has. Drake must not rush center. Drake still has to do an active day attack. If goblins reach critical mass, they might become useful. Why does he keep leaving the keep, though? I don't believe this is good. So what killed me in the end was moving my leader around too much. Because I think we had a really good, like, he's front and center right now. That's what I mean by strategic play. Drake is probably tired of a long wrestling. Yep. Very reckless rush. Could cost him the game. All in. Don't believe this will work. Recruitment is going to hurt him. Just capture the left side. Exactly. Exactly. I had the right idea. Then I fucked it up. And leader cut from the keep. Exactly. That's exactly what I tried to do. One. Weak archers. Far worse than blind archers. Yeah. Let's see how this sets up. So far, so good, right? Drakes have to push through, though. Can they do it? I think so. RNG has saved the Drake so far. Yep. Definitely agree. I recruit, and that was the dumb move right there. That was the dumb move. Don't like troll here, to be honest. Okay. Injured badly, hard to attack anything except archers now with the Drake. Drake's have a chance to reach his keep, and then I move out of my keep. That was the dumb thing. That was the really, really dumb thing. Stop putting leader outside. Goblins have no zone of control. Yeah, that's where I fucked up. And we're about to see that happen. No. Good. He might have left those behind to attack Archer. Now he's going to get trapped. Yep, circle, skirmishers. Very bad mistake. He'll survive, but he needs to kill the skirmishers, and I didn't realize that the skirmishers were my biggest problem. Wolf can level up. Which wolf? This wolf? Because this wolf sure... Oh, that was... Yeah, that would have been really smart. Five, 3. Hit twice. Level up. Protect the flank. Get out of there. Yeah, wow, that would have been really smart. So dropping down this way was also a really bad mistake. Okay. Let's just go through this. I guess with this, he'll stop doing unnecessary leader moves. Forgot Goblin. No, I didn't forget that goblins have no zone of control. I just... Yeah. Wolf level up was crucial. Yeah. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. Trying to go for more villages. Because I needed to stay back and survive, and I did not. And then that was it. All right, cool. Well, learned a couple things there. My strategy was good, my tactics were bad, and we need to work on that. Which is nothing new if you've been around in this channel before. Cool. This has been a lot of fun. We've been going for 3 hours now, which means that it is time for me to have lunch and time for the stream to end. So thank you all for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. Let's see if there's anybody out there to raid. Yeah, there is actually. Let's go ahead and raid another Westnoth streamer. 15_L is doing some campaign stuff, maybe, I think. Some fun stuff going on over there. So if you want to keep watching Westnoth, I'll shoot off a raid to them at the end of this. But before we go, I will remind you that I will be back on Tuesday night. Tuesday night in the North America time zones. So whenever that is for you, to play some Factorio, keep playing some other strategy games. And then next week, this same time, we'll play some more Westnoth. And that's going to be my schedule going forward, I think. So this is a lot of fun. That's when you will see me next. And I will run just a minute of ads on the way out before we pop the raid off. So I'd appreciate you if you would stick through that. And then we'll go say hi to 15_L and see what he's doing. That's going to do it. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope your Saturday is excellent, if it is still happening, as it is for me. All right. Bye, friends.